And all right, we are live. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Wake Up Legendary. I'm just waiting for Facebook to load up. And while I'm sure you're already on,
Awesome.
but if you guys can see, welcome. I'd like to welcome Alex Ford to not only our team, but also to the Wake Up Calls. So I'm so excited that you joined us today, Alex.
Thanks, Jackie. Very excited as well. So, hello, everyone. And as you can tell, I'm based in Australia, so just by the accent.
He has
And
a
it's,
little bit of an accent, just a little bit.
yeah, just a little bit. And it's 10 p.m. for me here, which is pretty funny because time for you, Jackie, is I think 10 a.m., right?
Yep.
There you go. So it's exactly 12 hours difference.
That is funny. It's always like every time I plan something for like a member that's based in Australia, I'm like, okay, I get my time zone converter out. I'm like, okay, let's do this.
That's it.
All
Awesome.
right. So what we're going to do today is going to be just a little bit different. We're going to kind of explain a couple of things first. First, if this is your first time joining, it happens Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, and for 15 to 20 minutes Monday through Thursday, and then for an hour on Friday-ish, depending on kind of what we go through. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter. It just kind of depends. We try to hit that hour mark as much as possible. So today, what we're going to do is kind of introduce Alex a little bit, and then we'll go into why creating content is going to be so important first of all. And then also, this is exciting because this is Alex's first wake-up call, number one, but also he's going to be actually taking over the wake-up calls on Fridays from here on out. So you guys get like a super awesome marketing genius to join you guys. I'm excited for that. So welcome, Alex. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Don't know about genius. We'll see. So, hey guys, my name is Alex Ford. So excited to be on here today because, as Jackie said, I have just come on board with the legendary team. So you're probably going to be seeing me around a bit more often. So probably every Friday, more specifically. So, a little bit about my story, just so you guys can, get to know a little bit about me. So for me, I've been in online marketing since 2011. Actually, let's backtrack even before that, right? So why did I get started in, online marketing, online business? I think that would be good to share because a lot of you guys, maybe you're new in Legendary and you're probably wondering, how long is it going to take you to create success, quit your job, that sort of thing. So let me share a little bit about that. So before 2011, so about 2010, like my life was going nowhere, like literally. Back then I was working a job I hated that I always argued with my boss, right? Thankfully I didn't get fired, but I was always arguing with him. I was in $50,000 debt, which, was like sucky. That's a lot of debt, right? And then the only thing, like the only vision I had for my life was just going to go party on the weekends with my friends. So it was all about alcohol, partying, and to be honest, I was into drugs as well. So like pretty bad, like my life sucked. And, I was in a position where like I felt like I could not get out of where I was at, right? Like, that was the only thing that I did. And I remember at one point I was like I just wanted so much more, right? I wanted to get out of that. And I just couldn't find a way, right? Because it just becomes a cycle where you're stuck in it. And, like I wasn't looking for a business or anything. But once, before that, I remember I was at my job once, right? It was on a Monday. And at that point, I was just like so frustrated. I was like really upset because, again, on the weekend, I'd spend more money than my last paycheck. I took out more money out of my credit card to pay for bills, to go partying and, do that bad stuff. And, on a Monday that I was there on my desk, like, beating myself up, like literally with tears in my eyes. And I was like, please, God, like, help me, get me out of this. Like, I want to change. I want more. That was kind of that point where like, I just needed to make a change, right? Because my whole life just completely sucked. I don't know if you guys can relate. Like, has there ever been a moment where you just like, it's enough and you can't handle it anymore? Well, that was it for me. And funnily enough, I was looking for a business, but about 2 weeks after that, kind of just stumbled across the online business industry, more specifically network marketing. I know a lot of you probably, came down that route as well. So I stumbled into that, still online based. So it wasn't really a family and friends thing. So grateful that I found that, right? It was like in a personal development company. So just the personal development side of things allowed me to be able to transform my life. Now, it wasn't all, like sunshine and rainbows after I got started, right? I mean, I struggled, right? It took me, some of you guys are going to be like, that wasn't struggling, but it took me 6 months to make my first sale, like in network marketing. But it was a hard 6 months. I procrastinated the first 3 months, but then, ended up making my first sale, and that kind of lit a spark, right, in me. And probably about 2 months in, so about 8 months in, I went part-time at my job. And, it's like once you make that first sale, you kind of just use that for your motivation, right? Or you should be using that for your motivation and create more. And then 2 years in, I was like pretty much living the life of my dreams. I'd completely destroyed, like left that lifestyle, the destructive lifestyle. I'd attracted my wife, which is one of the biggest things I wanted. She was pregnant with our first child. I was making a great income, $10,000 months, traveling the world as well with my wife. Like life was great, right? But it didn't just end there. Like, it wasn't a happy ending. I mean, after that, life continued great, but about 2014, I decided to go start a traditional business, like a bricks and mortar business, which, I thought it would be great because, I don't know, I thought I'd learn a lot and it would help me with online stuff. Worst decision I ever made, right? 12 months in after that traditional business, actually, before I got into that business, I was only owing $3,000 on a credit card, which was like nothing from $50,000, right?
Wow, yeah, good job.
12 months after having this traditional business, I was back up to $180,000 debt because of that traditional business, which is, I couldn't work on my online business anymore because I was always stressed. I was always anxious. By the way, hey guys, I can see a lot of you are on here. I'll call out some names soon, which is pretty cool. Hey Rod, good to see you here too, Tia. Anyways, look, I got into so much more debt because of this traditional business. And like, I didn't feel I could go back to the online world because I felt like, oh, it's been 12 months. Am I even going to be able to be successful? So, it got to a point where it was really bad, right? I had debt collectors knocking on our doors, and it just got to a point where I was like, well, do I go get 2 full-time jobs to continue paying off debt? Or do I just go back into my online business? So I went into my online business, back into it, scary, completely closed that traditional business down, like literally overnight. And I also closed it because my wife was almost about to leave me as well because she couldn't handle the stress, the anxiety that I had. It was affecting her, our 1-year-old daughter at the time as well. So I went back into online business. I struggled for the next, I think 3 or 4 months roughly. Got to the point where I had to declare bankruptcy as well. Like, no joke. So this is going back 2015 because there was no other option. It was either make the whole online business work again or nothing, right? I'm not going to go get a job. I'm not going to get nothing, right? Even if it meant declaring bankruptcy, which, my entire family, didn't want me to do. I mean, you could imagine what my wife's parents thought of me, right? We were married already at the time. So I did that, right? But I struggled and things had changed within 12 months that I started educating myself again. And this time I decided to really do it the right way, right? My company at that time taught us really spammy, work from home, make, $5,000 per sale, posting ads like that, on Facebook, Craigslist, stuff like that. And it didn't work anymore. So I started educating myself on actual online marketing strategies, which is what we learn here in Legendary Marketer, right? Which is kind of why this business attracted me. But I started learning that. And literally from when I started learning real online marketing, 3 months in, it might have been 2 months in, I made my first, or not first, but first again, $10,000 month. And then my income continued to grow, right? So that's been a bit about my story. And that happened end of 2015, I think it was. Yeah. right? So then it's been 3.5 years roughly of just continuously educating myself, right? Continuously investing in myself, applying everything that I've learned. And one of the biggest things, well, actually, the biggest thing that got me to that second $10,000 a month was two things. It's probably more, but two things I put it down to. One, just that grit, not giving up. Because how many times, like again, some of you might be seasoned here, marketers, some of you might just getting started, but I'd love to know in the comments who has run into a challenge before, right? That, I don't know, maybe you're going through the online business challenge and you get to the point where you have to set up your funnel and you're like, oh my God, I'm not technical. And you almost feel like quitting, right? When maybe only, a day worth of figuring it out, you'd get over that hump, right? So for me, having that persistence of not going to get a job, this is the only thing I'm going to make happen no matter what, and educating myself, right? That was one. Number two, content. No joke. Because I know Jackie wanted to talk about the importance of creating content daily, right? She didn't say create content weekly or yearly or bi-yearly. She said daily. And when I figured that out, like I started learning this, I set up a blog, which wasn't the easiest. So I figured it out, spent a few hours in it, started creating blog posts I was doing at the time then. And I wasn't the best, but I was like, I'm going to make it happen daily, right? So what I did was, so once I figured it out, everything was set up, I gave myself, I think it was like a 30-day challenge, right? Where I'm just going to make a video every day, convert it into a blog, and just like post it in every Facebook group I can. I think I was doing, at the time you could do it. I think I was posting in like literally 200 groups a day or something, maybe more. I don't remember, right? But creating content and sharing it, and just like, there's no guarantee here, guys, either, right? It kind of just happened for me too, because I did the work. But 30 days of posting content daily, and I think I continued to do videos as well. And then 2 months in, I got to that $10,000 a month again. And how do you think I felt? I was like, oh my God, that's the key. Content daily, right? And it was fun. It wasn't posting these ads that didn't feel exciting. It felt boring. It felt very spammy. It felt like I was just out to steal people, rob people's money or whatever. It felt great because I felt like I was adding value and contributing, and money just came. So that's a bit about my story, Jackie. Yes, I know it probably took an hour to tell.
No, but that's awesome. No, please.
That's a little bit about my story, where I've come from, some of what I've learned. But of course, today is talking about the importance of content, right? So over to you, Jackie.
No, thank you so much for telling your story. That really, obviously, it gives everybody a little bit of insight to where you are, where you come from, or who you are, where you come from, and why you can actually, why everybody should kind of listen up to you and what you say. And I think Matt was asking, he says, I would love to learn how you optimize your blog. So maybe that can be something that you guys that maybe you write down to go into at a later date, or we can talk about it now. 100% up to you. But I think it was a great story, and I definitely thank you for being so honest and open with us, because that is something that, as everybody knows here, that's with everybody on the wake up calls, we try to be as open and as transparent as possible, even if it's a little rough, right? I mean, Dave is like, I was, doing drugs, and everybody has their own version of their struggle story. And I think that it's important for everybody to see that. And so Matt says, does everybody here at Legendary get AirPods?
We were just talking about that before we came on board.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Jackie came on Zoom, and I had AirPods, and she was wearing just like the earphones, and she's like, oh, let me go get my AirPods. And I'm like, yeah, it's like Apple fanboy and Apple fangirl.
I've been using them more often lately, because I get so caught up in my wire, like, unless they're going to die and they need to charge, whatever. But like, if I'm on a wake up call, I find that I already talk with my hands enough as it is. and then the wire flies everywhere, and it's just like
Yeah.
I just end up having, if I so I have a guest on, I try to do wireless if I can.
Yeah.
So but
So
no,
hey
it's
guys,
not
if you
a
want to
it's
be
not
successful, get AirPods.
a
Joking.
they are pretty awesome though. Like I am 100% an Apple girl, I swear. It's just easy, and it's, I don't know, it just makes sense to me. Like if I was telling Alex that when I get on a PC, I'm like, I don't, what's, where's the, how do you close the window? Why is it an opposite side? So it's just silly. So, um, all right.
So I just
So
wanted to point something out. I just read
yeah,
Mary
yeah.
Snowdy said, I felt like quitting, but I refused to quit. Legendary marketer for life. That's awesome, Mary. Like
Oh, good.
that is the attitude. Seriously, like it's not going to be easy. It's going to like there are going to be challenges. It is going to be hard at times. But the only thing that will get you through is that attitude, refusing to quit. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's huge. So I just wanted to, point, props to you, Mary.
Awesome. Yeah. So, I don't know if you have, do you have the big window open where you can see the whole comments? Like, do you have
Yep.
that so you can have them? Okay. Because I've noticed I have to open that rather than having the little one, because then you can only see like four comments at the same time. So, anyways,
Yeah. Yeah.
pro tip, I guess. All right. So let's go into why creating content is super important daily. So there was, in the beginning, I didn't understand this when I first started because I came from not knowing anything about marketing. And so what I realized with creating content, whether it's creating a Instagram post, a YouTube video, a Facebook message, or a Facebook blog, whatever. I don't do Twitter because it's too much for my brain, but and I don't really care for it. So I just do Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and I try to post one. And obviously, there's the cool feature where Instagram and Facebook are mirrored, right? But you also want to have different content within the same thing. But what I've realized is that as you're posting content daily, you're not only getting your message or your I don't know what you want to call it, your name out there, right? You're getting in front of people, but you're also starting to become more comfortable. And a lot of people that I talk to on a daily basis are really uncomfortable with posting things like, oh, is this comment okay? Like, oh, is this picture look okay? Does the filter look okay? And it's like, just post it. Just post the damn picture. It doesn't, people are going to find what they want out of it, and they're going to get what they want out of it. And whatever you were thinking about, most people don't even think about. And so I think that's what a lot of people, they're like, how many likes am I going to get from this post? I'll post more like this because I got this many likes. It doesn't matter. And I don't know if you have ever had this experience as well, is like, it's just, a lot of people, I think, come at it from a very bit of a selfish point of view, like, oh, I need to get more likes, I need to get more followers to get more money, blah, blah, blah. But if you go at it in a way that you are posting for, to actually tell your story and to tell why this is working for you, and maybe it can spark interest in somebody else, rather
Yeah.
than being selfish of like, I'm going to get this many likes content.
That's it.
What are your
That's
thoughts
that's
on
that's huge, Jackie. I always say because I've had coaching clients in the past. Don't have that anymore because now we're working here. But I always used to say to my coaching clients, like, forget likes, because they're like, oh, that they're so caught up in likes, either on their Facebook page or their posts, right, or picture quotes, just wanting to get more likes, and they're just so focused on that. And I'm like, dude, like, you can't eat likes. Like, they're not going to
that?
pay
Right.
you. Like it's the content, it's the value. It's what is it? I think it's Jim Rohn. He said, right, what was that? The money you make is in proportion to the value that you put out in the marketplace, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're getting likes, like it's not value, right? It's just in the likes themselves. It's you actually have to create content that's not valuable to you. It's valuable to the marketplace. That's
Mm-hmm.
going to, help them out. So think about it this way, because I feel like we're going a bit far. Before you even
No,
create
that's
value, or
Yeah, we
content.
got 40 minutes. We're good.
That's it, ages. So before you even create content, right? Especially if you guys are new here, you come into Legendary and you hear create content, create content, create content, right? But and I've seen other people come into Legendary and then they'll create a video of them maybe just talking about maybe, something they did that day. They went for a walk with the dog and I saw this or I saw that, right? Guys, that's not content. That's just a video. So before you create content, whether you're new here or advanced, something you got to understand is, one, who are you looking to target? Like, who is that specific person, that specific audience that you want to attract? Do you have a life coaching business, right? Are you looking to, and even within life coaching business, you're not just going to go, hey guys, I'm a life coach. Like, you got to figure out, who do you want to attract? People that want to improve their relationships, people that want to increase their happiness, people that, there's all sorts of audiences, right? If you're an affiliate, whether you're an affiliate here or an affiliate somewhere else, who are you looking to attract, right? I mean, we use ClickFunnels here, to build, for funnels, right? You can promote ClickFunnels as an affiliate, and that can be used for any business, right? But who do you want to attract in order to sell, ClickFunnels? Network marketers, life coaches, right? You got to get really specific. If you're marketing Legendary as an affiliate, again, it's so broad, right? So you got to get clear on who that. Jackie, what's an audience that you could think of? Just any random audience.
Fitness.
Fitness. Okay.
I have a lot of personal trainers come through.
All right. So fitness. This is going to be good. So let's say you want to attract fitness. Now, I think there's even like sub niches within fitness. So
probably like workout or like different diets.
Okay, diets would be more health sort of thing. So fitness.
Yeah.
Okay, I can think of CrossFit. Is CrossFit in the States? Okay,
Sure.
I don't know anything about CrossFit, guys. So
I don't either.
I have big muscles, so don't think I do or anything like that. So, one, you really got to get really specific, niche down. That's what says, you got to niche all the way down. Absolutely. The more specific you can get on who the person that you want to attract is, the better, right? So here, we could have just said fitness, but we could have talked about Pilates. We could have talked about, I don't know, is yoga fitness? Maybe yoga. It's so broad, but now we've niched down to, what did I say?
It's CrossFit.
Yeah, CrossFit. So now that we're in CrossFit and that's the person you want to attract, now you don't just start randomly creating content. This is the next step that you need to take, which is, what is that person in CrossFit? What is their problems, right? Mm-hmm. Anyone do CrossFit that's in here? If you can type in the comments, like, what would be a person that does CrossFit? What would be their problems? And we've got, CrossFit, we've got ab training, flattening your tummy. Okay, I don't know what would CrossFit's problems. I don't know, maybe endurance. That one came to mind. I actually do know someone that does CrossFit. Maybe they just want to build more endurance, right? So we figured out who's that niche. We figured out what's their problem. Maybe they don't have endurance. Maybe they want that endurance to get through their days, to, whatever it is that they want to achieve. So once you've figured out those two things, now you can create content, right? The third step, which the content is going to be information that's valuable to that CrossFit person, that's going to solve their problems up front. So a little exercise, Jackie.
I'm writing all this down so I can post in the comment later for you.
Awesome. Cool. What do you think? What would be a problem that we could solve for someone in CrossFit? I don't even know anything about CrossFit. We should have Googled this.
We should have done yoga or something.
Yeah.
I know more about yoga. Can we switch to yoga? I know more.
Okay, I don't know anything about yoga, but let's stay CrossFit because we both don't know anything about it.
Okay, so CrossFit, I would imagine it would be, I know they have like workout times or something like that, and also maybe it's the time of the day that trying to fit in that workout, because I feel like it's a long workout, right? And then
perfect.
Also, I feel like it's a little bit on the more expensive side of a gym. It's more of a luxury gym as opposed to, say, like a Planet Fitness or something like that.
Exactly. All right. So someone in CrossFit who wants to create more endurance, right? Obviously, they want to get to CrossFit more They want to enjoy it. They don't want to be stuck in their job doing it so much. So number one problem that they have is, holy crap, when am I even going to have the time to go? Right? So you can create one piece of content that if you're good at it, or even if you just research it yourself and find out, that information online, now you could create one Facebook Live that teaches people how to rearrange their schedule, right? How to fit work in, how to fit their family in, what things in their life they could eliminate, like not do, so that they can create an extra 1 hour or 2 hours a day for CrossFit. Like, wouldn't that work? Like, yeah, someone would be interested in that. So that's awesome, Jackie. You got one. What was the other one? You said another one. Like the price of it. Yeah.
Oh, expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be one of the more expensive ones. So, okay. So the problem is they want to do CrossFit. They want that endurance, but they can't afford it. So how can they afford it? Kind of the same thing as the time, right? It's teach them some principles on maybe, basics on how to do a quick budget and what to eliminate, because everyone has expenses they don't need. Like, would you be rather sitting on Netflix for an hour a day, right? Or save that money so you can go to CrossFit and actually get fit and have that endurance, right? Don't hate Netflix, we've got it, right? But for some people, like, that would be an invaluable thing. And they'd be like, oh my God, I never thought about letting go Netflix or letting go, I don't know, ice cream every night that I eat in order to go to CrossFit, whatever, right? There's some tips you can create there. And now this person that is in CrossFit that wants to get endurance and actually, be CrossFit more, has a solution to their problems. So Mary says how to do CrossFit at home.
There you go.
Exactly. Perfect. Right. Matt says cool, might want to gain 5 more kilos of muscle. No, not kilos. What the heck? Pounds. Because in Australia we've got kilos. So I've got to kind of adjust now, like globally. But so you could create, right, maybe specific routines, right, that they could do at CrossFit in order to gain some mass. So there's so much that you can do. So you got to think about these questions, because if you don't think about who your audience is, right, what problems was it? Yeah. So who your audience is, or your niche, what problems that they have or what they want to achieve. Right? If you don't know those things, your content isn't going to serve them. And then that's where you're going to be creating content. Like, I've seen it. People create content day in, day out for months, even years. And like, I look at their businesses and they could be making multiple 6 figures, but they're not. They might be making 20,000 a year or whatever. Some people aren't making any money, but because, they're not being laser focused on who they want to attract, or they're just creating content about all sorts of things. So yeah, Jackie.
I agree. So Charlotte says, where can someone find valuable content to post every day? So from you, it's yours.
No, Jackie, do you have any ideas? I rambled.
Where can someone find valuable content to post every day? You have to create the content.
Yeah.
They have to this is where we're giving you the where you can find it. The answer.
Yeah. So think about those questions I asked, but you don't I'm not sure where that question is coming from exactly. Is it like, do you go find other people's content and post it? You can do that, right? Like
tips or something.
Yeah, other people's tips. Look, in the beginning, if you know what your audience is and you find other people's content, that can work to a degree, because then people are going to see you as this person shares valuable content. Oh, I like her. But if you want to build like a great business, significant income, that's not going to be a long-term strategy, right? What you want to do is, right, even if you don't know much about it, but that's an audience that you want to target, then you got to educate yourself, right? Go on YouTube, do a Google search, find some blog posts. What else could you do? You can, heck, if you're a legendary marketer and maybe online marketing is your thing, you have a wealth of knowledge. Seriously. Like, even if you just have the 15-day online business challenge, like, you could probably pick out 5 different topics from every day, probably more.
Oh yeah.
Right? What's like 5 times 15? It's 45 pieces of content, probably more, just from the 15-day challenge. So if you're coming through the 15-day challenge and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to come up with content? It's like right there in front of you.
Yep.
Take that information, right? Absorb it, right? Maybe think about it, mull it, like put down some notes, and then just go create a video about what you learned, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I know a lot of people are going to be going, oh, but it's not my content, and I'm not going to feel legit, right? Just say it's not your content. It's like, hey, I've been going through the 15-day challenge, and day number 1 was about like, what's break even? Is it about the funnel? I think it's about break even funnel, right? And I learned how you can advertise, use paid advertising for free, generate leads for free, and it's called a break even funnel. And I learned this from a guy called Dave. It was awesome, and here's the tips. Right?
Oh, in fancy, here's the little link to learn how you can.
Yeah.
Man.
And if you guys want to learn more about this challenge, it's awesome. In just 2 days of going through this, I've learned more than, probably most people in online business. If you guys want to, learn how you can grow your business, here's the link. Or no, even better, don't give them the link. If you guys want to learn more about, this challenge, just comment challenge or drop it, typing challenge in the comments below. And then I'll private message you the link so you can sign up for the challenge. Bang.
And it's not only that, so a lot of people, if we want to get technical about that, it's, you don't necessarily get your affiliate link until you're done with the challenge. And people always say, I want to finish the challenge before I create content, or I have to finish the challenge in order to know what this is, to know what you're doing. That's not the case. So many people that are brand new, I understand that you do need time to understand what all of this is and take it all in and kind of, draw a little picture in your head. But at the same time, it's like we are giving you the value, and all you have to do is just redirect it to whoever you're at. You don't have to have an affiliate link. You don't have to have a business, right off the bat in order to start a YouTube channel.
I don't know.
You don't have to have anything. People, this is crazy to me. I was watching YouTube the other day. People watch videos and are making 6 figures by cleaning their car, by cleaning their house, by telling you what you do with your money, by doing all of these crazy things. And you're just like, okay, all right. Yeah. Because I was learning, so this is what I did. I searched on YouTube, like car detailing tips, because I know that there's like these little brushes that I should get to like do like the inside of the lug nuts and stuff like that. Like if I want to get crazy, which I love washing my car. It's like my favorite thing. So like if I wanted to, if that was what the business I wanted to do, I could create videos washing and detailing my car. And that's a piece of content. And you're washing your car anyway.
Yeah.
Post a video.
Exactly. And you don't even have to talk on camera if you don't want to. Like how many people do that, right?
Nope.
You've seen videos, you don't even have to show your face on camera if you don't want to. I mean, I'd recommend to, because you create more of a connection, but I just got that image. You could be detailing cars and you don't have to be on camera. There's so many ways to do it.
And people just do voiceovers, like they'll set up a tripod and they'll do their little car and they'll do the vacuum and they'll say, start, step 1 is this. Yeah. And they'll do the voiceover on the video, which doesn't take much. I think you can do that in iMovie, to do the voiceover, and so it doesn't cost anything. This is a free service. If you have a phone, you can go outside and, and wash your car. Or maybe you like to maybe fish, I'm looking at my fish tank right now, but maybe fish tanks are your thing, setting up a fish tank video. And all it is just getting people to your page. Whatever, you don't have to, obviously you want to have, niche down and do everything technical. But if you're just starting out, just do it. Like, just start.
Absolutely. Like, don't question. There's a comment here. Carol said, my 10-year-old son created a YouTube channel before I did. It's so funny. Carol, I bet you he didn't even have second thoughts about that. Like, he just did it. Like my daughter, she's actually got a YouTube channel, but she doesn't post anything. She's like about to turn 6 in 3 months. But about maybe a year ago, we caught her with my wife's phone, just randomly in her bedroom, recording herself playing with toys. And we're like listening. And then at the end, she's like, thank you guys for watching. If you liked my playing, be sure to comment below and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. She's like, probably not even 5 at the time, right? And we watched the video. It was hilarious because like, guys, she wasn't like, oh my God, like I have to create a storyboard and I have to come up with what's going to happen with Barbie and Ken and like, oh no, but what if the lighting's not good and oh, I don't have many but I don't know what to do. Like, guys, a kid, like, see, if you have kids, like, this is what I've learned. I don't think you have kids, do you, Jackie? But if you have kids, like parents, kids are like some of the people that you can learn the most from because they don't have all this mental chatter going on. If they want to do something, they just do it, right? And my daughter recorded a video at like, if a 4-year-old did that, like, what's stopping you? Doesn't have to, you just do it. And one thing I wanted to point out, Jackie, because you were right about the whole, like, you can get through to day 2 and then go promote the challenge. So I kind of just wanted to mention that again in case someone's like, well, messaging corporate, where's my link? Alex said, first
mild disclaimer, folks, mild disclaimer.
Yeah, mild disclaimer. But if someone's going through the challenge, right? If you guys are going through the challenge, just go do like a Facebook Live or a YouTube video. You don't even have to say at the end, hey, I've got an affiliate link or whatever. Just do it. And you can still talk about the challenge. You can be like, oh, I've been going through this challenge and I learned this stuff. And I kind of just want to step out of my comfort zone. And by the way, if you do your first video, heads up, it's going to suck.
First 10. I say
that. First 10. Yeah. I always say that to coaching like people I work with, like, it's going to suck and you have to accept that, right? Because that's how you're going to get better. But if you start doing a, like a Facebook Live or a YouTube video or something, share what you've learned and say, I'm going through this challenge and stuff. And you don't have to send them to a link. You just say, hey, if you're watching and you got value from this, just keep tuned because like, I'm going to make more videos over the next few days or whatever. And you're going to love what I have to share with you. And if you do that in every video, like imagine one video a day for 15 days as you go through the challenge. And when you get to the end of the challenge, right, if you have your affiliate link there or once you apply to be an affiliate, now you can create a video at the end and say, hey guys, if you've been following my journey for the last 15 days, right, I'd love to share, how I got access to the challenge. And so you don't mention the link at the beginning. You just do it for the sake of you said, Jackie, 10 videos, the first 10 videos are going to suck.
Yeah, they are.
So if you do one video for each day of the challenge, how many is that?
Yep.
15. You're probably not going to suck by the time you get to 15. You're not, all right? Yeah. So many people I've worked with, and then after like, not even like the 7th video, they're like, oh my God, like this is so good. Like they start to feel comfortable and then they get to the 10th video and then they watch the first one and they can't stand watching that first one because that growth is just, increased and gone up really fast. Yeah. So guys, there's no reason to not do something. Right. Do it.
100%. I definitely agree. And I think, speaking from someone who was very, 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 very shy in the beginning of creating all of this. I mean, I worked at a hospital and
you were shy, Jackie?
I was very shy. Like if you watch on day 3, which is, oh, can you hear me? Oh man.
I can hear you.
Oh, there we go.
Hear you. Yep.
See, sometimes they just disconnect. I don't understand these little things. So on day 3, if you go to day 3, you'll see that I was on, we did a webinar. And that webinar, I think, was in November of 2018, before we launched the 3.0. And I was very shy. I was very like, oh, hi, guys. I'm Jackie. I did this and I did that. And now I'm just like, hey, guys, what's up? Like, in the beginning, when I first started doing the
Yeah.
wake up calls, I was so timid, so shy. I would be like sweating. I would have to like have all these lights on me. I'd have a fan on me. I'd have the air conditioning.
Wow. Yeah.
And I was just so nervous because it was something so far outside of my comfort zone. But I did it because, and they were like, oh, anybody who wants to sign up, you're like, oh, I don't want to sign up, but I really have to figure out how to do this, right? And
Yeah.
so if you go back and watch that video on day 3, it's just kind of funny, like to see me back then, and I watch it every now and then
Yeah.
to kind of see, and then me now, like I don't care if my eyebrows aren't plucked. I don't care. I mean, I'm wearing a shirt that's comfortable for me because it's fall now in New Hampshire and it's chilly, and so
Yeah.
it's just like comfortable. Like I don't worry about what I look like very much anymore. I mean, I do, spruce up a little bit, and I become presentable as far as being professional, but
Yeah.
it's not necessarily, I don't really worry about it anymore. And I think that that's what a lot of people struggle with, that I have to kind of coach them with, is like, listen, I 100% understand where you're coming from because that's where I was.
Yeah.
But, after, 10 months of doing the wake up calls every single week, maybe sometimes 2 a week, I get over it. And you just get comfortable being in front of camera and looking at yourself and scrolling through the Legendary Marketer Facebook page and seeing yourself. It's weird, but it is what it is. You just get comfortable, and you just have to get over the fact that, hopefully, I'm bringing value, and hopefully you're going to bring value to your members as well. And that's what you really have to understand, is like, I'm not here for me, I'm here for you guys. But in return, I've grown as far as my comfortability on camera. And so it will
Yeah.
get better. You just have to start doing it and do it consistently every single day.
Exactly. I agreed. That's one thing that really helped me, Jackie. This is probably the biggest thing. And we kind of touched on this already, but I just realized that. But realizing that it's not about you.
Mm-hmm.
It is not about you, right? When we start, it feels like it, like you said, right? The hair, the makeup, right? I don't have any makeup on today either. No, I'm just, right? Like, having to look like, I remember the first video I ever did. Funny. I actually thought that I needed to be like, I went and bought like a $700 video camera. This is back in 2011.
Oh, yeah.
$700 video camera, some fancy lighting. I even, what do you call it? So I even got in a suit to record my first video. And like, it took me, I think 8 hours to try to record a 5-minute video. Didn't work. Tried the next day, 10 hours to record the same 5-minute video. Didn't work, because I thought it was about the way I looked and the way I sounded and the lighting and the video camera was going to make me look good, right? That second time took hours. I quit and I didn't do another video for about 12 months, right? So it happens, guys, right? Learn from this so that you don't have to go through this. And then when I finally started doing videos, this was 2014 or 15, I did them because I realized it's not about me, right? What's it about? It's about the other person, right? Like, everyone on here, like, you guys, if you have lived life for more than 10 years, you have life experience. You have lessons that you've learned. You have struggles that you've been through where, you almost felt like giving up on life, but you came out the other side and you overcame them. You have stories, right? You have successes. Doesn't matter how little those successes are. Heck, you could talk about how, you learn to walk and you learn to talk. And once you didn't know how to do that, that's a piece of content, right? You guys have content, right? You have value. If you feel you don't have value, you have value, right? I'm knighting you. You have value. But here's the thing. When you do a piece of content, it's not about you. It's about the message that you're going to give across that's going to impact another person. It's about the other person, right? And when the other person is watching, let's say, a video, they're not going, Jackie, oh, I don't really like that shirt. Oh, her hair could be a little bit better, right? Oh, she didn't put on makeup today. Like, guys, no one's thinking that.
No one
right? Has anyone realized that the only thing that people give a crap about is themselves, right? they're on the bus and they're like, oh, that person's staring at me. Oh, do I look good? Right? Like, everyone's walking around thinking about themselves. You might think that they're thinking about you, but they're not. They're thinking about themselves. So when they come on a Facebook Live or a video or whatever, you guys, why are you on here? Are you on here because you want to criticize me and Jackie? Hopefully not. No, no, you're on here because you guys were, what value can I get from this? Right? What can I learn from this video today that's going to help me build my business? And because you're focused on you, you're not thinking about how we look, right?
Yep.
It's the exact same thing. When you do a Facebook Live or a video or whatever, people aren't thinking about you. So you don't have to worry about yourself, right? If you just realize that it's about them and the message is about them and that they just care about themselves and that you can do the best to help them, right? And knowing that that message that you want to put across, knowing that if you could even impact just one person with that message, just one person, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? And what if you didn't put that message out, right? What if you didn't do that Facebook Live or put up that YouTube video, right? Now that one person that you could have impacted is not getting impacted, and it was your responsibility to impact them. Isn't that powerful?
Yeah.
Take the focus on you and you realize, wow, it's about the other person and impact. Just one person. That's all it takes. Right? And if you can get your head around that and your heart and just do it for that one person, you're making a change and you're going to feel amazing about it. Trust me, you will.
Yep.
So I hope someone got some value from that.
I hope so. I mean, that was spot on, and you're 100% right. People really only just care about themselves, honestly.
Yeah.
Or like how they can get what you have in the video, say, you know, that car detailing, whatever. I was like, okay, I like those brushes. Where are those from? You know, and of course I looked in his description and I'm like, okay, I want those. And I didn't.
And they helped you, right?
They helped me.
You were one person that got help from just watching a video about it. It wasn't even anything complicated. It's just simple little video.
You know, it's very powerful that, you know, I think a lot of people just don't understand is, you know, when you come into this, obviously you want to make money. Obviously you want to build a business, but do you want to build it selfishly, or do you want to build it to actually help people and actually make yourself feel better at that best, right? Because as an entrepreneur, you're going to go through a personal development shift. I mean, it's insane. I never knew that it was like this until I got into it. And, you know, just that in itself has created content for me. Just knowing like, you know what, hey, I'm here at such and such place, and I'm feeling like I'm, you know, not performing the way that I should, or I'm, you know, now I'm going to issue myself a challenge. You know, so I'm going to challenge everybody 30 days, you know, if you follow me, 30 days of content, or 30 days of, you know, learning how to do personal development. And another thing I saw from one of the members here, Robert, what he does to create content is he does book reviews. So he does a lot of personal development book reviews, like Think and Grow Rich, The Power of a Subconscious Mind, You Are a Badass, like all of those things. That's content right there. If you're reading a personal development book, pick it up, put it on the camera, and do a book review after you're done.
Yep.
It's easy.
Yep. Don't even pretend it's your content. Just say I've been reading this book. Here it is.
Yeah.
I've seen you do it all the time, Jackie. Like,
I mean, that in itself, I mean, it's easy. Like sometimes when I'm just like, you know, I don't know what to do for the wake up call today, but I really want to give value, I'll pull a book that I've read or that I'm currently reading and share it with you guys. I mean, you guys don't know any different. You guys didn't know that I didn't plan it for a week ahead of time, that I just planned it like 20 minutes before.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. You know, it is what it is, because that's how you know that like I'm doing this and going along with you guys, is because I'm doing it on the fly, just like you guys. I'm like, okay, how can I give the most amount of value possible, right?
Yeah.
And so that's, you know, that's another option that you can do too. Just try to do as much as you can daily, or at least, you know, I mean, Gary Vee says to do 3 to 4 pieces of content per platform. So let's build up to that, but let's do 1 per platform per day and then start from there.
Heck, if you're just starting off, just do 1 platform for the first month.
Something, right?
Just get comfortable. Just simplify it. Yeah. Jackie, we should move on to questions. Hey, like,
Yeah.
It's Free Coaching Friday. Like, guys, any questions? There was a question about a blog, but I couldn't find it. I think it
Oh, it's
was,
how did you optimize your blog?
how do I optimize my blog?
Mhm.
It's been a while since I did the whole optimization thing. So I'm trying to simplify it. So, and if you guys don't have a blog, don't worry about it because you can get technical in that. Like, if you're going to get into content, seriously, the easiest way is either do a Facebook Live on your Facebook profile or page, or record a video and put it up on YouTube. I think you can go live on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
But in terms of a blog, so yes, I've got a blog. I've got SEO. Oh, no, I think it's called Yoast SEO, which is a plugin. Don't worry, guys, if you guys are thinking, what the heck?
Maybe that would be
So
I think I get a lot of questions, and I'm sorry to interrupt.
yeah,
I get a lot
so
of questions about SEO, so maybe you can do a special like free coaching Friday just on
you know
SEO.
what? Look, I am not an SEO guru. I have learned from some good SEO people, but it's not something I personally focus on. Like every now and then, I'll do a blog and I'll SEO it up and stuff. Not like all the way, but just give it its best chance. And my blogs will rank sometimes, right? So I'm not an expert. I can give you definitely good advice. So yeah. So Matt's like, yeah, have Yoast. So you basically focus on SEO. No, not personally, Matt. I'm more of an ads guy personally. So like running paid ads is one on Facebook. I love solo ads. Solo ads is awesome because you don't have to be technical, right?
Mhm.
Like you give a link, basically your link to and research your, like if you guys are going to go down solo ads, make sure you go through the training with Dave in the back office because there's just so much variety. Like, you could go through a person and they're just going to send you robot clicks. Like it's, you got to be careful with that. But I do love any recommendations that Dave gives in the back office. I do some free stuff as well, YouTube, but SEO, I like SEO on YouTube. I think that's awesome.
Mhm.
I prefer that one over the blog because with the blog, if you were creating daily content every day on your blog, it's going to take you a good 9 months at least to get to that point where you're generating consistent leads and sales. I mean, if you've got the time, go for it, right? If you're doing that with other strategies, maybe paid strategies, go for it. It's not my jam, but I prefer YouTube because you can rank things a lot faster. It could be a month, 2 months instead of 9 months. So, I don't want to get too technical on these calls though, because I could show you guys, keyword research and all that stuff, but
I think
we're
that'd be
on the
great for people to see like down the line. Maybe do like a
could
series
do
or something.
even a webinar, I think, because I don't want like it's like the official Facebook page, right? So we've got prospects and new people here, and if they're
Mhm.
coming to a Facebook page and they log onto one of these videos and they're like, what? they're gonna they're gonna think they can't do it, right? So I have a good idea. Maybe we can talk to Dave and we can do a webinar special on SEO just for everyone in Legendary. That might be awesome,
Mhm.
right? So I
Yeah,
think webinar would be cool.
cool.
So let's have a look. Other questions. So yeah, sorry, Matt. Like I'd love to go more into it, but so you good idea for some content. Yeah, absolutely.
Keyword
Okay, that's a
research.
good
Yeah.
one, Matt. If you guys want to know what sort of content to create, especially if you're more, like intermediate to advanced, right? Keyword research is good. Like figuring out. There's a cool little tool called Keywords Anywhere. Right. I'm
Hmm.
not going to go into too much detail. It's like a little extension on Google. It's called Keywords
Yeah,
Anywhere. Yeah, you use it, Jackie? Yeah, it's
I
awesome.
do.
Whenever you do a Google search, it brings up other keywords and it tells you how many searches there are per month. So, for example, if you were like, cool, I'm gonna make I don't know, a YouTube video or a blog post on paper, right? And you could create the blog post reviewing just what paper is, but no one, like, you might have like 5 searches per month. You're not going to generate any leads on
Hmm.
that. But then you could create, I don't know, a review on, I don't know, what do you think about? Maybe like a digital camera or something, right,
Hmm.
as an example, and a specific digital camera. And when you do a keyword research search, now you know that it's getting maybe 5,000 searches a month, right? So now you can create a review where you could have potentially 5,000 eyes reading your review, and that could turn into sales. Heck, you could link it up to Amazon to go buy that same specific camera. There's so many ways to do it, right? So
And same
that's
thing for YouTube too.
And YouTube as well, creating videos, doing some keyword research. Yeah, don't want to go too much into that, guys. Like if you're new, don't even worry about that. Like just take some content from the challenge and go create a video. Name it whatever you want, right? Don't get too hung up on, I know I've seen a lot of people, I've been here as well, where you learn a new strategy and now you think, oh, I have to become a master of that before I go take action, right? And now you're buying a course and then a second course and then a third course because you think you have to know it all before you take action. Doesn't work that way, because by the time you get to that third course, you would have forgotten everything you've already learned.
Right.
It's like just action whatever you've got there now, right? Don't overthink it. So any other questions?
Let me go back up.
Hey, Tia, good to see you on here. I know you said nice to see you on here, so thank you.
All right.
Any questions, guys? Any questions about creating content? Yes, Jackie?
I think I'm trying to find, I thought I saw one. Well, I mean, it's 55, so I actually have a call at 11. So I'm going to actually sign off early, if that's okay, about 5 minutes early.
Oh, good. Let's do that.
You are going to be on solo next week, so I'm so excited for what's to come for everybody. So if you guys have questions for now, until we have something set up, I would, you can email Alex at legendarymarketer.com. You can email me, Jackie at legendarymarketer.com. I'll pass it on. And, let us know if you ever have any questions. And I'm so excited to have you here. It was really fun today. I definitely appreciate that.
I appreciate that too, Jackie. Before you go too, so yes, next week I'm going to be a solo, kind of to just like hook you guys so that you jump on here and you invite everyone that you know that's in Legendary. I'm going to teach you guys like who wants more free strategies, right? I'm going to teach you the secret 3-step formula that you can use in any business to get into profit. So trust me, guys, this is the formula that whatever you're doing online, right, free stuff or paid stuff too, it's going to give you a lot of clarity and help you move forward. So be here next Friday.
All right, guys, tune in next Friday. Alex, I will see you in about an hour on our call. So I'll talk to you soon. And I hope you guys have a great day, and see you later.
All right. Take care, guys.